Welcome to Systema Uppsala. My name is Alexander, one of the head instructor here in Systema Uppsala. For today's lessons, we're gonna talk about proper footwork, how to use your footwork in combat, and how much your proper footwork can help you in both mobility and how to apply proper self-defense. Welcome. So, how do we use a proper footwork in combat? There's many types of footwork that have a lot of usefulness in itself, depending on what type of martial arts you use or what type of self-defense you use. In Systema or Systema Kadeshnikov, the footwork has been taken from fencing. It's mostly like this. You have one foot behind and the front leg is resting. It's not have the weight on top of it. When you move forward, you're gonna switch in a short time your weight forward, and then automatically gonna go back. So it looks like this. We call it step by step or step under step. So you're not pushing with back leg, you're going front, and then you just keep it up with back leg. This will help you automatically to be ready to kick, sweep, and stuff like that. If you use a boxing stance, it'd be harder to sweep, but maybe easier to kick. So to initialize sweeps, you need to have a proper stance, and when your opponent is actually changing his direction, his movement in a second, you need to have a proper footwork. Otherwise, you're gonna be always late. You're either gonna lose your own balance to sweep somebody, or you're not be able to sweep because of your balance is way off. So if you have a lot of weight on your front leg, it's gonna be really hard to sweep. So what you need to do is have a back weight on your back leg, the front leg protecting the back leg, and when you move forward, you're gonna go a quick step forward and then back. So if I try to kick from this, I go 1, 2, back, 1, 2. You can protect if you like, but we don't block in Systema, so we use angles to protect ourselves with. So when we have an opponent against us, first we need to understand that distance is important for our footwork to work. If your opponent cannot reach you, which is gonna happen that when you need to gain on your opponent or protect yourself moving forward, this is gonna be too far. For him to react from this, it's gonna be easy. So if when I gain on Patrick, he's gonna just take a step back, which is gonna lead to I'm gonna have either this punch towards me, or he's just gonna kick me when I move forward. So he's gonna take a step back because the distance is so far. When I'm moving forward, he actually can attack me from here. He keeps a good distance. So for me, I need to counter attack his attack by moving forward. So I'm not attacking by myself, I'm waiting to counter attack. In Systema, we're using counter attacks, not attacking by ourselves, because it's self-defense. On the street, you should not be the aggressor, you should be the one that protecting yourself. So as soon as if a person is aggressive and you go and start punching, everybody around gonna see you started the fight. Even if this fight has already started in a psychological and verbal way long time ago. So if you can come closer here, the footwork looks like this. We have a triangle here in front of our opponent. Opponent has natural stance right now, not a combat stance, just natural stance of 2 points of support. For me, I need to go 45 degrees, either on the left or on the right. When Patrick just stand like this, I need to protect. This should be like a punch. So I'm standing step under step. I should never cross myself. So I don't do step under step like this because I'm gonna give my back to the opponent. So I do the fencing stance, and I move. This leg is gonna take from that point. It's gonna take closer to his point here. So it's gonna look like this. I'm standing, and I'm here. The next leg is not gonna stand here. It's actually gonna switch. So I'm looking forward to on my opponent, towards my opponent. So it's gonna look like this. Boom. Here. Switch. Boom. Here. Here. Okay. So if Patrick's gonna try to punch me, so I'm standing on the ridge where I can work, not too far off. So he can actually touch me with the hand. This is a basic footwork. So just throwing a punch forward, I redirect it, and I'm moving forward. Here, catching him from the side. Switch again, boom, there. You can see the footwork. If you look at my feet, footwork is gonna be this leg. If you have this, if you are right, you're gonna go right. You're not going left. Otherwise, you're gonna give the back. You either, if the right leg is on the right side, then you're gonna go with that leg right, and you turn. Left leg, you're gonna go left, and you turn. So now we're gonna see how we can actually apply our legs in this footwork to actually do some damage on our opponent. Very important to understand that in Systema, we're not trying to use a fancy kicks like kicking for the head or try to do some leg hits here. The goal is to damage your opponent as fast as possible, neutralize his ability to move proper. So, what we're gonna do here from our step by step. First, if we're not moving, and we can actually stop our opponent's movement by attacking the knee from. So the areas we attack with our feet, like I said, it's not trying to give a dead leg like this, because it takes a lot of time. Even if you can do it quick, on the street, when it's maybe not proper support on the ground, either it's slippery or something else, you can actually lose your balance by rotating. It's also, for your opponent, is easier to see because it's coming from the side. Our brain actually can see easier everything that comes from the sides. Our brain can actually see it easier. Everything that goes front is harder for us. So we're not using kicks like this. We're trying actually to kick front, or if we're gonna try to kick from the side, we take a step, we move. Either we go from here, or we have an angle here. We go from here. You should always kick when you're facing your opponent forward. Of course, we have side kicks, but we're gonna talk about them later. So, once again, opponent tries to hit me. I have my right leg, which means the only what I can go is that way. Otherwise, I'm gonna cross myself. I'm gonna give my back. To avoid giving your opponent your back, so you're gonna move that way. First, we have the front kick here, opponent punch. I controlling my balance, lift my leg, kick the knee. Then, again, if I need to move, side of the knee. You can see, become closer. Exactly here. You can either do this, but we recommend you to do this. Same on the other side. I'm standing with the left leg, punch, kick, step, move, kick. If we need to move sideways to continue moving, we can also actually attack the knee from the side. So same thing, we're not going like this. We're taking, instead of coming closer to our opponent, we're taking from this point to the longest point out. So we take step by step, we're gonna go step, we're falling into it, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna, like a rubber band, we're gonna jump from it towards the knee. So it looks, without opponent, it gonna looks like this. Boom, bam. So we just jump from that leg. So again, boom, boom. If you can walk around to from the side. Left, right leg. I take step side here. The leg is following. Boom. It wants to go step by step, but instead I redirect my balance and go for his knee from the side. So again, 1, 2. 1, 2. On the next side, same. Left leg, take a corner over there. 1, 2. We're not doing this. 1, and then we stretch our leg. We actually want to fall on that leg. We're always using our body weight. So as much as more body weight you're gonna get in 45 angle on his side of the knee, you're gonna break it or tear ligaments. So once again, left leg, step, fall. Step, fall. So now we're gonna talk about some areas where we can attack with our legs to give a proper damage. We use our knees or our foot. We're not usually kicking like this, because if you have not trained your chin proper, if he has some martial art experience like Muay Thai, when they actually harden their chin bone, if he just pull a leg up, you actually gonna have a lot of damage here. And when you kick, you can lose the fight like that. So, where do we attack? On this uniform, Gorka uniform, you actually can see where the button should be, here. So, almost an inch under it, there's a pressure point here, between the muscle, which is really painful. It can actually cause, if you knee or hit with a small area here, it can actually make the entire leg go numb and you lose mobility of your leg. So basically, if I hit here with an object or a knife or with my knee, I can create really much damage. You can actually feel it on yourself if you find it. If you don't have a pants that actually can lead it proper to you, you actually point on yourself and you're gonna feel it. It feels uncomfortable. So if I press it on Patrick, you're gonna see he actually feels. And if I use with my thumb knuckle, it's even more painful. Then we have area here also on the side, and we have some areas down there where we can kick. Under the knee, over the knee. Over the knee, one here. Under the knee is area here. Then lower, we're attacking from the side here. And if you go from the other side around, you see the inside. From the inside again, on the same side here, over the knee, and then under the knee, and the lowest here. So, how do I attack sides? We go around again. Like I said, we're not trying to kick like this, because our chin bone takes a lot of space. Like I told you, you need to be a sharp pointed direction there. On any areas, it should be not like a baseball bat when you hit a lot of area. It should be a sharp point. So when we're using our footwork, if you see a footwork again, when we take a step or we pass, boom, we're gonna use our knee, and we're just using it as a spear. So we're I'm not gonna use it on a Patrick because it's a lot of pain creating, but I'm gonna pass him. So again, if I standing here, left leg, I take a step and then I'm falling with our knee. So I falling forward. You see my body? Here. So again, step, turn, fall. If Patrick gonna have a pad on his leg, standing here, take a step, turn, turn, and then knee. Boom. Going straight, like a spear. Boom, here. You need to be close to your opponent as much as possible to create quick and fast damage here. Boom. If you get too much space, you're not gonna reach it with the knee. Then you have to kick it with your leg forward. Here. Boom. So once again, standing, footwork. Turn, too far away, that side. Getting close, one, turn, knee, distance, going with the knee. If you go from inside, it's similar. No. Same here. We either step, turn, kick from here, or if we can, we use our knee depending on the distance. So we stand, close, turn, so we turn, and we go with the knee. So try to actually use it as a spear. So, sidekicks, how we use them proper. Still, the main goal is to damage your opponent, remove his ability to move, either forward or either moving in any other direction. So while attacking the knee, it's easier, there's not much muscle that protects the knee, so it's easier to damage it. So once again, if we do a side kick, we either can go from inside or outside. If I'm using that angle, once again, left leg, I take, instead of coming closer to him, I'm gonna take a step farther out to get this knee. Because from here, it's gonna be really hard for me. So I need to take a longer distance, 45 degrees. And then I jump forward. So I using like a rubber band, and I'm falling on my leg towards 45 degrees towards his knee. So it looks like this. Boom, attack. Attack. Inside, same but closer. If I accidentally or when I need it, coming too close, I cannot attack this leg. I can actually attack the other leg. So it looks like this, from inside. We are attacking the knee above, or the area above the knee, not under, above. Inside, above, outside. So how can we develop the power of this kick with a training partner? We cannot, when you're using a pad, it's really important that your opponent doesn't stand like this, because any amount of pressure that's gonna go with the body weight, you can damage your partner. So for the training exercise, he actually turns the knee forward and places pad higher up, so you're attacking the muscle here. Don't try to kick the knee, otherwise it can actually damage in any way. So the opponent looking forward, if you come here, front leg should be in natural stance, because actually the opponent should stand like this. But for training exercise, it turns, but it's still looking there. So you learn to go from side, knee pointing out. Same here, we looking like we're fighting towards opponent. We take a step and we fall. Boom. Okay. Step and we fall. Step and we fall. If he switches from inside, same here. The other leg is gonna go on the side. This leg is gonna go inward, like this, and bend it a little bit. Yeah. So we don't damage it. Step in. Step in. Okay. So how to actually move around with this step by step under step or step by step? You actually mentally create a 4 corners, and you walk with step under step all 4 corners from start to the end where you started. So Patrick is gonna show. Good. So now, how to practice creating this sharp kick forward and attacking those points. Like we said before, you're using front of your leg if you're in front of the opponent, or you seeing your opponent in front of you from the side. So like if Patrick stays like here, so we kick in front here, or we switch and we see him front of us again, we're kicking. So now Patrick is gonna actually show how to use footwork with the kick. Good. So, next step. How can we use proper footwork again? We're using always 45 degrees when we move past something. So we're not moving forward like this. We try to escape a little bit from the side. We always try to use our opponent, attacking him either from the side or from the back. Sometimes if it's not, if I cannot, I can actually attack him from the front. Like again, we have areas here in front, sides, and then we have a groin too. So we can actually quick to attack from step under step, attack the groin. Again, we're not attacking the groin like this. We sharp area, boom. Or we can actually go through and make your opponent sit on your shin bone. Boom. For now, we're gonna talk about how we can train our leg to get weight into it when we're doing side kick from the side here. So for the training exercise, we stand step by step and we jump 45 degrees, and then from this we're gonna lift our knee up, create that 45 degrees, and we fall on that. Boom. And we continue with this jump. So we go 1, 2, 3. But instead of kicking, we just learning how to switch our balance. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. But you're gonna show a couple of times. Again. There. So a little bit like a boxing exercise. When boxers train, they go under, here. We use similar to it. We go step. Instead of punching, we need to use proper step to kick, right? We're kicking inside. So again, we go 1, kick, through. We're falling through, these legs fall after. We turn, so we can kick this side. So I'm standing, I'm going that way, then I'm gonna switch that way. Step on the step, step on the step, step on the step, as you see. But instead we're falling through. 1, kick, falling through, switch, kick again. 1, fall through, switch. On the side, same. We're gonna go fall, kick, through, step on the step. So now we're gonna go into dynamic. How to get used to this step on the step kicking. Because many martial artists use this side step when they turn. The only problem is then you need to go back with something. You need to kick, and it's too telegraphic. You can see everything. So if Patrick gonna walk forward, I'm gonna use on this leg here. So switch, too telegraphic. So for us, it should be natural. We take step, we go. Step, there. Should be quick, and it should have a weight. Step, facing forward. It goes either for the groin, or the side of the knee, or front of the knee. So without the pad, really careful not to damage. Step, boom, switch. Step, switch, or there. Depend on which leg is in front. We're not attacking the back leg. So if the opponent is stepping with that leg in front, we're not going for that leg. Because it's easier for him to turn and remove that leg. And we're actually giving up our back. So for us, it's this leg in front. So the front leg that comes forward, we are attacking it. Okay? Which can actually, when a person gets attacked proper on the knee, even if it's not hard enough to damage it, it will turn him that way. So when he takes the step, he's gonna turn him, which actually giving us his back. Like I said, we don't try to attack in front if it's possible. We try to either take side of a person or behind the person. So if he's standing with that leg and I try to attack that leg, he's gonna turn towards me. That's not good, no good. So I wanna have this effect. His back towards me, not his front towards me. Okay? Either if I am attacking the front, he's gonna fall forward. Boom. I can use principles here, either from here or either the knee. Side. Turn. And here, it's gonna also create a turn. So, for the next, how can we actually use our footwork to protect ourselves from getting hit? Because we have a leg on front of us. If Patrick tried to sweep my leg, just sweep. If I have a lot of weight on it, like front weight, I'm gonna be swept. I'm gonna lose my balance. So all this, traditional, when we have a lot of weight in front, sweep, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna be easy target. So I need to be light on this leg. So if Patrick tries to sweep, I actually lift it up. I create an angle like this. So he follows with. So if you see my leg, I'm creating an angle. Pointing my feet down, toes down. So I'm not like this, otherwise I'm gonna get hooked into his leg. See? I'm gonna get hooked, I'm gonna get off balance. Usually what happens when a person kicks through, you're losing your balance. So you just lift it up, pointing toes down. Yeah? Let it go through. So step on step, whoop, here. We can protect from the side sweeps. What if a person tried to kick this martial art kick, side kick? Boom, here. Many people would say, lift your leg up and protect. Like I said, you don't know how proper your chin is prepared. If you not train it a lot, and a person is trained, it's gonna be like a baseball bat going to your chin, and you gotta break it. or you're gonna have a lot of pain in not able to stand on the leg or continue fighting. So if it's lower, we either do this or we do something that looks like Cossack. So if it's higher, so it goes here, we need to lift our knee as high as possible as we like to block. Boom. But instead, we're turning it and try to kick ourselves into the hand and make a circular move like this, like an 8. Boom. So it looks like this without kicking. It goes up and I kick through. I'm creating like 8 here. So I go 1, 1, 1, 1. So he tries to kick me here. Boom. I lift my leg up, not blocking. Again, continue until I show proper way. And then I lift and I go through. So when person kicks proper, do a good kick here on me, this can be actually bad for me. If my muscle's not trained to handle it, 1, 2 punches or kicks, I can actually lose my leg, which means it's not gonna break, but I'm gonna have hard time to stand on it. So what I need to do to avoid this, I need to once again not block it. I don't know who is in front of me, how much he has trained his leg, and I don't have protection on the street. I cannot walk around with protections. So of course I can if I like to, but it looks weird walking around with full body armor on the street. So how to defend this? Go through there, I lift up and I like make it through. So you see, I'm here, I go whip, and now actually I can, okay, I actually now if you just stand with your turn back, boom. After defending, I actually have inside here, and you see my body weight. It go forward. So I'm gonna go really careful because of the stance, how not to damage Patrick here. So I'm gonna go again from kicking, slow, do it as slow as possible. I lift, I go through, and then I fall sideways. I'm gonna go boom and drop this knee. So again, standing, lifting up, and through. I'm not falling because in training, so now I should not damage my partner. But otherwise, boom and through. You're just going like boom, boom, and fall. And lift and through. So, how to be good on balance and do this? We usually call it Cossack dance kick. You can also use it as a kick when you have an opponent in a bad position. So if I grab Patrick here and I turn him, instead of going for the knee, I can go with this kick. I'm gonna have a pad to you. I'm gonna have a pad in front, like this. Both hands. This is the space, a little bit. You're gonna go step, kick. I grab person and I go. I go with either side or my heel towards his face. So in a street situation, fight situation, I drop a person down, I take step under step, and I kick his face. Boom, and then I can drop the person. So, how do we train us to do proper? I lift my leg up, or knee up, as high as possible. The more flexibility we have in our knees, if you're this flexible, then you need to train. To get high, the best way is to try to kick your knee into your shoulder. This is a good. Then what we're doing, we lift it up, turn, creating this circular or lying 8, and then we kick through. Boom. If we do it proper, we can actually sweep a person on the way down. Try to kick, I go through, and I sweep the leg. Boom. Or I follow with it, through, he drops it, and then I sweep. So, for the exercise, how to build power in this kick. Not just defending yourself, but build. If you have a partner, he holds it in front of you like this. Don't need to have it in front of the face. We use it actually when the person is down, we go for the face. Don't try to do it when a person is high, you're gonna lose power when your knee is gonna bend. So you just need to go as high as the knee allows it. Hold it here. I take a step, look the footwork. Step, work in, kick. Again, step on the step. There you go. Step on the step. There you go. It's invisible if the person doesn't know what happened. It looks like I'm moving that way. What is a Systema? A Systema should be invisible weapon, unknown for your opponent until you do it. So you cannot stay there and do a front kick into space because it takes time to come close and you're still not moving forward. But here you have to actually pass the opponent, get close to him, and then suddenly you go and you kick. If you want to go continue after that for a drop, okay, if I drop you, so person punches, boom, I take a step on the step, I drop him down, I kick, lower, I kick his face here, and then we're not gonna go for principles, gonna be more other video that's gonna come later about principles, but right now I controlling his arm, I see his body. The principles about how to apply balance and body weight and stuff like that is the videos on internet already. Watch it, really useful. I see his balance here. It's gonna be his off balance is gonna be side, like this. So I'm actually gonna drag him this way through his arm. I'm gonna push him that and side, not back, because what's gonna happen if I push him back, he's gonna go back on his supporting leg, and I have a problem. So front again. So when I kicked him, boom, I go through, I kick his face. What I gonna do? I gotta say continue. That's why footwork is so important. If I'm standing like here and I go crap, it's gonna be really hard to pull him. Resist. It's gonna be hard to pull him down sideways. But if I continue with my body weight forward, it's gonna help. My body weight is gonna help me. So again, punch, boom, from the natural stance, boom, I drop the person, I go boom, into his face, I go step down, boom, not like this, otherwise I'm gonna show my back. Boom, step down, step on the step, either grabbing him somewhere, for now I'm holding his hand here, off balance, and continue with step on the step. He's gonna fall down. If he has a weapon or anything on him, this kick will make him forget about his balance. Actually, any punch that affects the brain for some seconds, it's gonna affect his thoughts or consciousness of the weapon and his balance. So when a person attacks me, boom, I drop his body and go boom, high up. Now I'm careful with Patrick not to hurt him, so I'm not actually dropping him really far. Boom, continue, step, step, down. Now I can control this arm. So now we're gonna see footwork with weapons. Like I said before at the start, the footwork is actually taken from fencing. The only thing we don't use is this. Disrupts our body weights, our balance. We are easy to drop get dropped. So we instead, we're not standing with this leg, we get closer. So it looks like this. Step, 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 back, back, step. Step, 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 back, back, back. Okay? So me and Patrick is gonna work together now. Train this footwork. Only walking forward and backward. I'm using the weapon to deflect by rotating it. We're not gonna focus so much on weapon defense, how to defend, how to deflect. Today we're gonna focus on footwork. How can we use it? When can we use it? So, again, Patrick is attacking. 1, 2, 3. I'm moving forward. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, if it would be fencing, through fencing, when a Patrick is gonna go attacking me, I'm gonna go either drop my weight or I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna drop my weight. It's not the goal because we're not fighting with swords. We're fighting with hands. So when a person is attacking, I cannot do this or something like this. It's not gonna be useful. Again. 1, 2, 3. Forward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we're gonna go sideways, which means I'm gonna do step, switch. Patrick's gonna do the same. You're gonna go, if this leg is gonna go that way, the back leg is taking the space. So if you're gonna take that way, so you step with this leg, and then you switch. So we're gonna switch together. So we hold, and then opposite side, switch. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Forward. 1, 2, 3. I go that way, you go that way. Switch. So this is what teaching us how to easy to turn when you are in combat stance. Switch. Step, switch. Step, switch. Or you're gonna go over the, around the leg. Switch. 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 But if you that's when you're not moving. When an opponent tries to go around you, you don't need to grab, like I call it, grab. When you go grab sideways, usually this happens when people go around each other. They don't do this, but they grab around. So you walk around this. I call it grab. Grab movement. It's really bad because you're losing your own balance. You're losing speed. So what we need to do, we need to be on our feet and a good stance. So when Patrick moves, I switch. Moves, I switch. Move, I switch. Move, I switch. Goes that way, I switch my leg. Switch my leg. Switch my leg. So how do we use our footwork when we're under attack? For now, the Patrick is just holding the pad to protect his solar plexus. We're gonna use a Systema punch while passing through on the side. Remember, the punch should be almost invisible. If I go like this, you're gonna see it. And I'm standing in a bad area still. He can kick me, he can punch me, he can do whatever. I need to pass him by, hitting, and this probably not gonna stop the attacker. It can actually either, if you do improper punch, like a half strong punch through, it can actually make him angry more. So I need to attack, if we can say there's a 3 level. Head is 1 level, level 2 to bell button, from throat down to belly button, and level 3 is knees and downward. So if we're going in middle, we either go up or down, like an elevator goes up or down. So if I punch here, I'm probably gonna go here, or I'm gonna go there and here. It's important to activate the entire body, so you're not gonna go boom, boom, boom. It's gonna go 1, 2. It works together. Okay? So, like I said, I go with Systema punch, it should be relaxed, like you pushing a button on an elevator. You're not going like this, you just touch the button. The knee too, just drop it. I will be really careful with my partner's knee so I don't damage him. So again, I'm standing here, I take a step under step as you see, punch, and I'm moving. Boom, here. As short as possible, when he least expects it. Boom, then I take another step side, and I attack him. If you do a complete fall, you're gonna be off balance, which can create, if he uses his knee on me, I can lose my knee. So I need to get close, boom, step, drop. If it's how it can look in real situation, when somebody gets a proper hit in solar plexus with a Systema punch that actually explodes inside, the person drops his body weight forward to hold this pain that actually eating him up. In that moment, the body is gonna turn to protect itself from me, which gonna give the back, which also helps me with the knee. If the person has a knee forward here, I would likely go for that knee. I'm not gonna go that side, which can create, if he gonna try to knee me, I can go into the knee because it's loaded. So I want to go for the knee that is in front of me. If he stands in a natural stance, I can choose because it's not loaded. For him to create power here, he needs to load or grab or push me. But here, he actually loaded already, so I don't want to go there. So step under step, how it would look if you do it proper. He punch, I go step, sorry, I go step, punch, drop. Again, step, drop. So, we have attacked with our proper footwork. The knees, I showed Systema punch into the stomach and how to deflect or defend our legs. Why we use this defense, not this, or we stand like this, kick and block it like karate do. You need to train and develop really good muscles to hold something here. But if there's bad connection here or brain muscle connection, it's gonna be really bad for you. So this is easier, you don't damage yourself, not need to be an athlete in some sport. So how do we attack with proper footwork the head of opponent? Hands up, this is Patrick's head. We have side from here, don't use the wrists. Bad angle creates loss of energy or power, also makes a lot of torque and a lot of friction here and a lot of tension on your wrist. There's no, it's the same as knee. Not many muscles hold it. If you don't train your wrists, you're gonna have weak support. So to not break it, we use this. This part of our arm and this side of our arm is actually as a stick. So it's basically as if we have a stick, we do with stick here, we do the same here. We use, when we hit, we use a impulse. Impulse is, if you go closer to me, how to train impulse. It's not a punch like this, bam, and then we punch, bam, and we punch. We try to actually, when we hit, we try to actually hit it inwards. So it goes, to create this, we hold, and we try to see from our leg to hit it out. As you're not pushing yourself out. You're actually leaning towards you, so if you try to push, nothing happens. That's as impulse. From 1 to 100. Same with the pads. When we have pad here, when we hit, we're not doing like this. Boom. We actually short bursts of energy. With the hip, we actually have, we don't need to be powerful with muscles here. We use our body weight when we go through. Hit, leg, and now for the hit, if you come closer to the area, here, we use a hammer, or sides here, or this part, but not here. I'm gonna use this side. Thinking like a hammer, this is a hammer fist, or here. So first I'm gonna show a hammer fist. Thinking like I have a hammer, and I go. When we hammer, we doesn't go like, if I'm holding the hammer like this, we doesn't go for boom like this. We're dropping it a little bit like this. Same here. Relaxed. From the shoulder forward. So first for the hammer fist. Relax. If I tense up, Patrick will feel it. It's gonna stay there. It's like gonna stop. It's like a car, you drive 100 kilometers an hour and then you take a handbrake. The car's gonna drop speed quick, but still gonna damage. It's not gonna stop completely. But we need to have complete through. So when we punch, we actually, in our mind, see another person standing here. So we punch through. We're not punching on the pad, punching through. Hands up, hit. Relax, hands up, hit. Okay? Yeah, it stays in the hand. You know. So, now we're not gonna hit through with a proper. Same with this. Now I'm just gonna focus on my footwork. Step under step, through. 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 When I show it in Patrick, you do a punch, I defend, and I go with hammer fist. Either I go like this if it's open, if he has hands up, I gotta go from inside here. Like I said, we can do from inside if I show it on a pad. Through. Through. Same here. If hands is up, protecting the head, I'm gonna go through and grab the head, which is gonna help me actually off balancing because I'm moving against his balance. So, punch, use to protect, step, and the first down. Again, boom, hit, it goes slight up. You see why I call it invisible? It's not from here, and he sees it. It goes boom, step, drop it down. Make it off balance. Hammer fist. From here it's gonna be a little bit harder to get the hammer fist. So I'm actually gonna do a hammer fist from the side. Like this we did from this side. But if we gonna go that side, we're gonna go hammer fist here. So here I have a pad here. So he punches, lift it up, and with step on the step, I'm gonna go and I turn. And you see our turn, back away, it goes like this. Boom. Proper footwork. Otherwise it's gonna be like this. If I don't do proper footwork when I hit, my hammer is gonna be really bad. It's gonna be like this. But I need to be, we don't hammer like this. We hammer like this. So I need to be a good hammer from the center of my body. Cut, boom, hit. Step on the step, look on the footwork. Boom, turn. Boom, step on the step. Either I go with this through, but we never do this. And give our back. Maybe your hammer fist not gonna be enough to drop your the opponent. then you not want it. You don't want to have the back where he can grab, choke you suddenly, and you have a bad situation. So, again, from punch, boom, here, with the leg on the leg, drop, turn, boom, through. You see what happens? I'm close to him, I can actually grab, control, off balance. You see step on the step here, step on the step, or I switch, step on the step, and turn to off balance a person. So, how can our footwork help us with applying principles? First we need to understand Systema works kind of well when a person is keeping distance. Punch, we can defend and stuff like that, we can move around, yes, with a proper footwork. But if we always keep on the distance, stand still, we can never use principles, we're too far off. We need to either pull person towards us, which is gonna be hard because he's gonna resist. So if I try to like come to me, he's gonna resist, and maybe he's gonna pull, and I gotta get grabbed. So I want to counterattack his attack. So I need to get close, but at 45 degrees with our footwork. As I show again, attacking, can attack the groin, here, step, attack that, groin, see, attack the knee, here. Proper footwork helps a lot. How does it help with principles? How does it help when we're controlling opponent's balance? So, Patrick is holding me here right now. If I stand like this, he's trying to pull me forward, I'm gonna be off balance, as you see. He tries to pull me backwards, or push, I'm gonna be off balance. Sideways, I'm gonna also be off balance. And if he knows something about breaking balance, he needs just to apply another point. Suddenly I'm gonna have bigger problems, where I have harder time to resist. Like I said before, we're gonna not focus so much on how to do correct principles, but how to apply footwork into principles. So, on the street, I don't know how good my opponent is, or the attacker is. I don't know if he has some experience or not. Maybe he's a soldier, has a lot of combat experience, maybe he's a street fighter that has fought only amateurs, or maybe he's a professional MMA fighter or something, wrestler, BJJ. I have no clue. I cannot, in this situation, ask my opponent, do you know something? Oh yeah, I know something. Okay, sorry, man, sorry. I cannot. If I show myself weak, he can actually attack more, because he actually can see if the thing he learned works. So, how can I apply my footwork here? So, if I do it incorrect footwork, I try to do a scissor, the most common takedown. I come close in some way. For my sake, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna try to sweep Patrick here. So I'm gonna get into him, and then I'm gonna try to sweep, turn around, stay like this. So suddenly I go, and I try to sweep him here. If Patrick drops his weight and turn, he gonna sweep me, because he has still good posture, he has still good balance. Even if I take his space back, it's gonna happen like this. I go boom, I take his balance, he has good knowledge, just turn and sweep my nose, turn this side and sweep my leg. No, this side and sweep my leg. Boom, I gotta drop. Just by turning his body, he can actually sweep my leg. No advanced skills needed. So how? And this is with improper footwork. You see what I'm doing with my leg? I take a step and lock myself. I go close. Still locked here. Now I have a problem. So what do I need to do? 45 degrees. Look at his balance now. I drag him out. Step under step. Boom. got you. Or I'm gonna go back this way, which gonna be, if you look here, step, step back, step, step back, drag him out, step back. You see what happened? Because he's off balanced, he cannot attack my balance right now. I'm standing in a good balance. Try to attack my balance. He needs to get close. Try to pull. You see what happens to him? He needs to actually turn around to get something here, or move backwards. But you see what happens there? Go back. I take a step. You follow me, and he's gone. I have a lot to do. So I take a step, drag him out. If we think about our basic principles, look where the balance is. It goes here. So if I pull the hand towards that area and pull down, he's gonna drop. Basic principles. 45 degrees. Angulation. Triangle. So I cannot actually do it directly that way, which gonna be a problem for me because I go into him and it's gonna get stuck. I'm gonna get into a wall. So I need to go around it some way. So I first gonna go outside to then jump in here and pass. So step on the step, pulling with me, little bit off balance. Look at his balance. See what happens. Get back either with this and break his knee, little bit close, boom, drop, 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 and pull. He kinda goes like this. If you cannot bend, you're gonna have problem. Or take step on the step, continue pushing that way, creating a lever principle through his body here, pushing my shoulder, creating an axle, pulling, pushing forward through a lever principle, creating a long lever. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be harder for him to control his balance, but it's be easier for me to win over his weight and resistance. So again, I'm standing here, taking step, try to punch him with this hand, boom. Again, I'm moving side, step, step on the step, back, drop, control. Again, without dropping, Patrick, punch, I defend, or I move away, no matter how. Either this, or either the book. I still can kind of move that way. So if you go hook, yeah, whoop, you see? Still controlling, still this angle. Here, drop, person goes down. Proper footwork, improper footwork again. Boom, I go sideways. What will happen? What? Drag? Either there or he can pull me off balance. If he tries to pull me in proper footwork, I'm moving in that line. I'm not falling off my balance because my off balance is here. If he's pulling actually towards my knee. So I can actually rotate, continue, in proper balance. I cannot resist sideways. I will fall off. So again, punch, defend, somehow, doesn't matter. That defend, this defend, this defend, just footwork. Boom, step by step, stay still, step by step, backwards, pulling, rotating my body a little bit. Boom, again, forward, not standing there and waiting for the punch. moving forward, step by step, back, lever, pulling this, dropping, controlling. So, again, proper footwork can help you with takedowns and usage of how to use a proper principles in a proper footwork. So when an opponent is trying to punch you here, we can either move back to attack the knee, or we can move forward. Like I said, step up, step on the step, step on the step, step on the step. We can attack from the side, or we can sweep even. Turn, we turn our body, and we sweep under, like this. Not gonna focus on sweeps. So how can I apply these principles like I see? How can I be fast enough to make those principles work? Because usually when people start to spar, they have this problem. They started to move around and they try to get principles, and the footwork is really off, so they cannot get in, they cannot turn. For them to turn, it takes a lot of time because they're doing, like I said, crab movement. So I take a step forward, 45 degrees, rotate around my leg, and with the step I get close to my opponent. Boom. Rotate. Rotate. Either like this or from inside. Doesn't matter. Boom. Here, if I drop him, this leg is available to kick, knee, sweep, sweep. I can switch if I like to get here, but from now I'm here. So again, from inside, I got from inside. I have lever principle on my opponent. Legs working, it's turning, and I'm gonna use lever principle and another principle that goes circular. So two forces, opposite direction, because lever principle and circular, they look similar. Lever helps with creating a power and winning over the force. Circular creating off balance really well. By seeing my opponent's balance, it's here, I'm gonna through lever principle, gonna pull him that way, push him that way, but not releasing him, because what's gonna happen is gonna happen like this. Boom, whack, whack, and I'm gonna lose him. So I need to actually, when I'm doing this, I rotate my body. So I take step, continue, creating a half circle, applying 45 degrees to make his speed drop, because the closest to the ground we get, the slower our body able to move. I'm moving faster, he's moving slower, which means that he cannot resist, neither by his resistance of power, he's losing it by lever principles, as you see here. Lever principle and of balancing through circular. So again, you move it to the back so you don't fly over there. So step by step, either back, but I use forward, rotating this leg and dropping opponent down. Afterwards I can do step by step to kick or wherever, or run away. The next one that usually is harder to do in dynamic is spiral, because a person needs to either be going downward or backwards like this to create a spiral. You cannot create a spiral standing up. It needs to go like this on a person. So from my leg, either I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna use my legs together with my arms. Boom, I detect or I hit the knee, making him push himself forward. Here. Or I'm attacking growing, which can also create the same effect. Defending myself like we should, and then I controlling this arm, not releasing, not punching. I controlling it in a continual round to get the control. Controlling the head, he's already moving forward, rotating, and now the footwork is important. If I have a bad footwork, he gonna regain his balance. So without proper footwork, I just pull him backwards, he gonna go. Because I don't have a lever principle here to create a spiral. I need to have a lever principles on his hand, which pulling him downwards. I cannot resist, I cannot push him here. So how do I create this? Is by step, under step. Step, under step. So again, he punch, boom, boom, here. Protect, and now step under step. Step under step, rotate. Bring a person down. Either kicking, or I do it simultaneously. I kick, here, switch, step under step, bring a person down, can attack the person. That's how we apply our footwork. I'm using my body weight to drop the person. Basically, if I hold him here and I try to push him forward towards the camera, so stay straight. I try to push him forward there through my body. Resist. I'm using only my muscles here to push him. If I'm not a bodybuilder, it's gonna be really tough. But if I use my body weight, I take step under step and rotate. I actually don't need to apply a lot of power through a lever principle. And if I have a proper lever principle also I turn and create a lever principle. When I turn, it's even easier. Here's improper one, just to learn. There's a small gap here. I can win by using my body weight to drag him out. But if I come closer, stand there. I place my hand on his shoulder, rotate my arm. You see, now it's a lever principle. Point of support points to support, rotate, and now I have control. Proper footwork. Step under step, rotate. 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 Again on Patrick, slow, boom. Either like this or from the punch if I want to push him forward. So I defend, I grab, no, don't fall. Boom, I grab him here using my spine as point of support, rotating my arm forward. And look what happens. Step under step, whoop, he drops. By the rotation, I'm creating proper principle. So, when we're training outside, we cannot have copies of real knives like a trainees, because in some areas, even a training knife with some aluminum or something that should look like similar from a distance, you can actually get cops or authorities towards you. So we have to make it, when we work outside, to make it less threatening from distance to somebody that walks by. So it's gonna look like this. So how can we use, when we are attacked with object or a weapon or something, how can we use proper footwork? Improper footwork can give us problem directly. So first, improper footwork, your opponent will react. You need to control his balance. When there is a knife involved or a weapon involved, you cannot fight with the weapon. You need to fight with the person. If it's possible, we have like this rule of engagement, combat of engagement. I'm gonna actually post it in the video so you can actually see it in English. What it looks like, how you should think properly. But combat rule of engagement, which gives, when a person tries to stab you, if you just block, what's gonna happen? He's gonna bounce off, he's gonna stab. If you try to grab, what's gonna happen? He's gonna grab you, you're gonna have a problem. If you try to escape, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get... Sometimes you cannot escape. Sometimes you're in a bad situation. You're standing here. You're gonna have a problem. You don't know who's in front of you here. You don't know if the person actually have a skill to fight you. So you cannot pray for the best. You need to have luck, but you have to have skill too. So when a person attacks me and I don't have proper footwork, but I have skill to defend myself. So I do this, bomb, and without proper footwork, I try to engage him. What's gonna happen is I actually can't get a problem here. I can't get dropped or something like that. I try to do something else, again, improper footwork, I walk forward, and I get dropped. Now with the proper footwork, first, what's gonna make me? I'm gonna get away from this. Punch, kicks, throwing kicks, pulling, is headbutts. And all this should be away from me. So I can either go that way or this way. That's what with footwork we go this or we go that and return. So again, he attacks, I go and go that way. Even if I said that you should go for the leg here, it's the best way. So when I'm gonna go, boom, I can't go that way. I'm not gonna go for the leg here. This is priority right now. When I'm gonna get close to him, he actually can do something. When I'm not attacking him, but only focusing on the weapon, to control the weapon, he's gonna react. So if I gonna try to, even with the proper footwork, I gonna try to go into him, I gonna get slammed or dragged or something like that. So I need to use proper principles also. First, if I go in that side, no, just stay like you did. I take a step, I turn, I remove myself from that. Try to punch me, he needs to actually take a step towards me now, which I'm not gonna give, because when I try to rotate him, make a proper, make a spiral here, when he tries to take a step forward, he's gonna fall off. He's gonna fall down, gonna rotate himself off balance. Again, boom, here, have control. I lost the control. I have this available. You're moving forward. I have everything already. If I go that way, I need to be able to control him in a spiral motion. So again, not explaining a principles directly, but seeing the spiral motion of the body. He attacks. I defend, not blocking, controlling, rotating. Every people can say, okay, he's gonna punch me here. But if I drag his arm in spiral motion, this shoulder is gonna fly away from me. Look at his balance. What happened? I'm pulling him off balance, which gonna make that this leg gonna try to make a support. He's gonna step on it, and I'm gonna rotate around it. So again, he attacks, I take, I rotate, and I drop it. I drop it. Do it slow, otherwise I wanna hurt you. Boom, step on the step. You see, if we turn, I'm here. I can kick. I'm in balance, facing towards my opponent. I can actually go into drops if I like. If we show, we step on the step, how we take. Hip throw, okay? Hip throw, I take this, I go this side. I go inside from him, boom, and then I switch. We have this available suddenly with our step on the step. But for the principle's sake, step on the step, you see the step on the step. Here, dragging, rotating, helping a person down, controlling, disarming, whatever feels natural. If you're training with helmets, you can go for the head. You have hammer fists, elbows, feet, knees, and everything. So if a person stabs you towards you and you protect yourself in some, as soon as you go step on the step you have available here, this is gonna drop him down, this is gonna kick him in space, here. So again, slow, boom, step on the step. I just rotating, you see, my body is rotating through this leg. Boom. Stop. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Creating angle. Controlling. Kicking between legs. Or the knee. If he gonna turn, I'm not gonna give him to turn because I have a lever here. I'm actually gonna go boom, drop down through the lever. Or I can use the sweep here with step on the step. Now it's gonna go really slow because I can damage his knee otherwise. So again, I'm controlling, step on the step. See what happens with his balance. This is gonna be a sweep. This is gonna be a lever principle. Whoop, it drops. Disarm, whatever. However you feel like to do a disarm. Punching the head. When we are fighting with weapons, we need to move his psyche from the weapon. He needs to forget about his balance and about the weapon. Control, lever principle. Either I bring him down, either I go through, step by step, through. Which gonna remove his psyche a little bit. Not leaving my hand here, I go directly back. So it's gonna be whap, hit, and bring a person down, kick. Hammer fist. Throw. I have everything. Proper footwork. Punching. Boom, 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 boom. And we always use our body weight. So if we're standing like this, suddenly I will protect them somehow, and we're standing like this, we only gonna use our muscles or little part of our body. In some sports they say cut the opponent, don't try to knock him out, cut him so he starts to breathe. It's gonna be helpful to win points. Maybe he's not gonna, you can actually drag it out longer. In the street we need to have maximum 5 seconds. He maybe have friends that running towards to help him out. So what's gonna happen is I need to bring, I need to hit, and you see what happens with my footwork? Step by step, step by step. Or I go big step and through. So again, I go outside, turn, boom. There you go. So that was for the how to use a proper footwork in Systema. This was Systema Uppsala. Once again, my name is Alexander Konarko. Thank you for watching.